One of the things I was thinking of doing going into 2022 was to come up with a lighter platform for carrying my GoPro Hero 8, which weighs 124 grams. Now, I started off a few years ago with the Reptile Cloud as my first Cinewhoop, and it was a very popular design at the time. You can't really buy that particular design anymore, but its basic weight came in at 306 grams, of which the frame itself was 115 grams of it, for a total weight of 430 grams with carrying the Hero 8. The next platform I bought, which was last year, and it was pretty popular, was using the 3.5-inch form factor. And again, it came in at a similar weight, 310 grams dry weight, with the frame itself being quite a bit heavier. But the ultimate weight, again, coming very close to what the Reptile Cloud had at 430 grams. Now, I recently did a video of a 2.5-inch Civitar 120, which I'm just using kind of as a reference point here to see how much lower weight it is, and mainly trying to determine how much the guts within it is without actually taking it all apart and weighing it. Now, you can buy just the frame at 72 grams, which that tells you the guts, which is the motors, the controller, and VTX antennas and other parts, coming in at 93 grams for a total weight with the Hero 8. If you try to carry that on that platform, 289. Well, most people are not trying to carry the GoPros with this platform. They're usually using the naked GoPro cameras, or maybe an Insta360 Go camera. Reptile did come out with a version 2 of the Cloud, which has a very similar approach, using kind of a plastic frame that the ProTech 35 and 25 had, and it comes in at 217 grams, which is quite a drop of almost 100 grams from the original design, giving a total weight of 341 grams with the Hero 8 on it, which again down a good 90 grams from the original design. And I'm not sure how popular it is, but you can still go buy that on Banggood at the moment. The other popular platform out there now is the Cinewhoop 35, a 3.5-inch form factor, much like the ProTech, but coming in at a lot less weight. And the idea is here you can get a little bit longer run times and maybe a little bit sportier performance using a lighter framed design. Here coming in a good 90 grams or so less than the ProTech 35 for a 3.5-inch form factor. And then the last one that's popular right now for carrying a GoPro is the Pavo 33-inch form factor, which total weight in the analog configuration is 145 grams, and you can go buy just the frame, which only weighs 56 grams. So if you can kind of compare the frame of the Reptile Cloud 115, ProTech 153, the Civitar 72, this Pavo 30 frame is pretty impressive at 56 grams for a 3-inch form factor frame. And then if you subtract that out from the overall weight, it tells you the guts comes in at about 89 grams, which is pretty comparable to what happens if you take the guts out of the Civitar. So those are pretty interesting to compare. So in the Pavo 30 case, if you were to go buy that, which you can go buy, you pay $223 on Banggood, you end up with a weight with the Hero 8 at 269. So my thought was to come up with a new design, what I'm calling the Bravo 30, using the Pavo 30 frame at 56 grams, this item here, and then taking the guts from the Civitar up here at 93 grams, which basically is flight controller, antennas, VTX, and motors, coming up with an overall weight comparable to to the Pablo 30 in the 273 gram range, which is a full 157 gram savings over what I had on the Reptile Cloud, which carried my GoPro pretty well on a 4S platform setup. So you can tell this 157 is actually the total weight savings, and that's even more weight than the GoPro itself weighs. So that gives me quite a bit of margin to maybe add a little different motors if I have to, or maybe some heavier mounts for the Hero 8. And so I'm going to start the project today. Thought I'd share that with you.